Good morning, children. Today we are going to read chapter 2 of history, that is prehistoric man. So you just all open your books. First we see the timeline given over there. What we are going to read in this chapter. What we are going to read? We are going to read the Stone Age in this chapter, and what actually is the Stone Age? That is the Paleolithic Age, Mesolithic Age, and Neolithic Age and Chalcolithic Age. So I'm going to read the chapter. You just see it and read with me. It is said that every man evolved from ape-like creature somewhere around 13 million years ago. Many physical changes appeared during this period. He could stand in upright position and could balance the body weight. His hands became free to pick up the things like some stones, etc., about 4 million years ago. So, what all the changes, what all the development has happened during this age in the different age, like in the Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age, Neolithic and Chalcolithic age, how the man has developed, the early man has developed himself. This we are going to read in this, like the development change, lifestyle, how the lifestyle has been changed over there, switch to life in open country, rock shelters, the beginning of cooperative hunting, addition of meat to the diet instead of exclusive vegetation diet. Earlier, the early man used to have the vegetation only, but as he developed slowly, he started learning the hunting too. So he started learning hunting. He include the meat in his diet. Now, how he started learning this also we are going to read over there. All this open up new resources, that is physical, intellectual and social. Early man at this stage is called gatherer and hunter. Gatherer means he started gathering the things. He started gathering the materials, food materials, cloth materials, right? And the hunter too. Hunter means how the early man started hunting. As he has developed in the further we are going to read that how the early man has brain has developed, how he has developed his grip power. So he was able to hunt animals. This age is called Stone Age. In this age, man used stones as his crude tools, weapons, and implements. There is no written records of this prehistoric age except that of stone implements, tools, remains left by him, and habitation sites such as rock shelters. Stone Age divided into three parts. Three parts, that is Paleolithic Age, Mesolithic, and Neolithic. Paleo is a Greek word, means old. Lithic means stone. That is about 2 million years ago to 2000 years BCE. Mesolithic, that is a middle age, 12,000 BCE to 10,000 BCE. Neolithic age, new age, that is 10,000 BCE to about 4,000 BCE. Now the early man has become a nomad or a wanderer. Nomad means he used to move from place to place. Now he started living a settled life. How he started living a settled life in the further, the early man not only started doing the hunting, even he started learning the vegetation. So wherever he find a good fertile soil over there, he started doing the agriculture also. This is also there we are going to read this. As if forest produce was the seasonal and animals also moved in search of water and prey. Man, being physically weak in comparison to mainly animals, started collecting the hunting. So here we see that man even started moving from, the animals also started moving. Seasonal animals, they start from moving from one place to another in search of water. So in the same way, these early man also started moving. They become the nomads and they started moving from place to place in search of food, hunting animals, and wherever they find the good vegetation, they settle over there for a particular time. So now the Paleolithic age in India. About 2 million years ago, man started using stones as weapons to protect himself and to hunt animals. The Paleolithic remains have been found in many parts of the world like France, Spain, China. And in India, it has been there in the Sona River Valley, that is in Pakistan, Upper Narmada region, Bhimbetka, that is in Madhya Pradesh, Nasik, that is in Maharashtra, and near Chennai. So these what we find over there, the things which we have Paleolithic remains which we have find after that. So these are the particular regions where we find, so that we will come to know that how the man has at that time early man has developed himself. Now the tools, what kind of tools they are used? The Paleolithic tools were made by chipping hard stones. They were of two kinds, core and the flake tools. Now the core and the flake tools already given. You can read over there what are the core tools. Core tools means the remains which are remained after the chipping. And what are the flake tools? They were the broken off stone chips and the byproduct of core tools having sharp edges. They were used for chopping meat and skinning animals. They are very sharp tools over there. You can see the picture in your book itself. That is how they use the hand axes. They started developing the grip over there. The man has developed the grip, so now they have started making the hand axes too, so that they can hunt the animals easily. Flake tools picture is also given. You can see over there in your book. Now the evaluation of man and society in a Paleolithic age, how the man evaluation has been made at that time, the development has been made, how the man slowly developed at this age. During this period, the man brain developed considerably after using the stone implements. Means the after using the stone implements, the man brain has been developed. How it has been developed? Because he started making the tools and then he learned how to use these tools. So for this he has to use his brain. Different tools he has made over there, and for what purpose he has to use that tools. A modern man has got two types of grips, that is a power grip and the prescient grip. It is a later grip that sets men apart from the other animals including apes. So this grip which he has developed, that made him different from the other animals. The fully development opposable thumb increase the accuracy of a man's work. That is the thumb we use. As you know that whenever we do some work, we also use our thumb while writing, while painting, while reading something. The same manner the thumb plays a very important role. So even he at that time does the main work. The earlier evaluation of the man's brain occurred due to the interaction between the activities of the brain and the hand. So activities between the brain and the hand means how he use his hand work while chipping the stones, while making the stones sharp. So how he use all these things, he use it by the hand only. So in this manner he develops with the brain and the hand work, both has developed simultaneously. And security brought them together. They hunted, during the early Paleolithic period, the jungle man slowly became a social animal. Needs for the food and security brought them together. Slowly the jungle man became a settled man, slowly, and the security become one of the important part as how they save themselves from the animals, dangerous animals. They started hunting collectively, started living together, small groups. It appears that the family concept was not there as it is today. Children were looked after by the society. Probably at the same point of time, division of labor took place between men and women. The women become gatherer of the forest produce such as seeds, roots, vegetables, fruits, etc. They also looked after the children, and the man being physically stronger than women took over hunting collectively. So they have divided their work into two parts, the men and the women. And the women used to go to the forest. They collect what the roots, the seeds and the fruits. And the man, as they are stronger, they started learning the stones how to hunt the animals. So they all go to the forest and they do hunting. Collective hunting, collective skills also, where well planned strategy was only the key to success in case of big animals. It requires a great discipline and understanding of the signals and the meaning of different local sounds of the fellow hunters. Thus, language and scripts evolve in due course of time. Dragon Hill cave shelter of Peking Man in China yielded bone remains of the deer, rhinoceros, and other mammals. The most important find within the site is the evidence of the man's use of fire. Now, the collective hunting plays a very important role because while doing hunting, they all go together, and that is very important for them that they should understand the science they make different sounds to make aware if they find any animal out there. So how they have to interact with each other. For the big animals, how they have to interact with each other, how they have to make aware about that animal is there and we all have to be alert. So this plays a very important role over there. Now comes the discovery of fire. Obviously, the slowly when they started hunting, now the second step they started cooking the food too. Earlier they used to eat the raw meat, but slowly when they developed with the fire, how the fire has been the two stones when they started rubbing the two stones with that they developed the fire, discovery of fire. After the first technological breakthrough, that is the use of stone tools by man, is primitive age, and the other great discovery was fire. It is not known if man discovered fire by chance or accidentally. Perhaps, as per his good luck, he got it as a nature's gift, right? So, that is not by chance. Okay, nature's gift it is. So, when he started making the tools, with that he started rubbing even the tools. From that, he come to know that the sparks can make a fire. We can light a fire with these sparks. Sparks appeared while chipping the stone tools, caused the burning of the rubbing two pieces of stones or the wood together. Man accidentally discovered how to light a fire. He could now have fire wherever he wanted. This was a victory over nature. Fire became a crucial weapon in men's fight for the survival in a harsh environment, such as during the glacial phase, that is ice age. It scares away ferocious animals like the lion, tiger, and thus gave protection. Fire changed the life of primitive men. The heat destroyed harmful insects and bacteria, which resulted in increase in his life expectancy and the good health. Fire was the first wonder for primitive man who worshipped it as a god. Okay, so how they have developed the fire by rubbing the two, chipping the two stones, the spark comes and with that day, and the fire has become one of the great discovery for them. How the great discovery for them? They now started like with the fire they can light in the night, they can search the animals, they can save themselves from the dangerous animals, even they can save themselves from the cold weather, they can light the fire and they can sell. So slowly they realize the how the fire is going to help them. It has become one of the crucial discovery over there, one of major discovery over there. With the fire they started learning cooking also. So we can see the cooking over also given here. Skin of hunted animals become clothing of the primitive man, who also used tree bark and leaves to cover his body. The cloth and hair were decorated with the bird feathers. So you can see the picture over there, it is given clothing of a primitive man. Skin of animals he used to wrap around, and the feather of animals he used to decorate over there. Then started the cave paintings. So dear children, you read this cave paintings and you go through with this chapter once again what we have read today, and if you have any doubt, and then I'll clear you in the next lecture. Thank you.